the December month of the New Point Town Council. If everyone, please stand and remove your hats. We'll have the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Kelly, you see how they do that at ball games now? Stand if you're able. If you're not, please remain seated. Okay. We'll have a roll call. New Point Town Council President Jeff Schaus here. Member Kelly Blodgett. Were you here?
Yes, sorry.
Member Gary Wolford here. Our sewage representative, Mr. Randy Gibbs, and our town marshal is Andy Hadler.
Here.
And Katina Marshall.
I don't know if she'll be here or not.
We don't know. Her husband slipped and fell today. He was in the ER. And
Nothing's broken.
she is taking care of him. The assistant is Stacy Schaus. And she is here. So all present except for one accounted for. All right, the monthly minutes, and that is on the counter in there, in the office in there. If you need a copy of that, there's available. True? If not, they are online. This is all being broadcast right there. All right, let's move to monthly directives. We're going to have Mr. Mike Snyder address us from the EMA. He is the new EMA coordinator from Decatur County.
Evening. So thanks for letting me come talk to you guys this evening for a few minutes. Wanted to speak to you tonight about the possibility of the community center being a disaster shelter. What that would entail is I come out, do a survey, take measurements, a few pictures, make sure that everything's handicap accessible, and then file some paperwork with the Red Cross. Once that's approved, then if there should be a disaster in the area or within the county, then we would possibly be able to shelter people here. Biggest question I have been getting is, well, how long of a sheltering does that entail? Smaller type of disaster, 3 to 5 days. Long term, not more than 2 weeks, but 2 weeks would be a extensive disaster for this area. It would be a pretty severe event. Usually what we see is somewhere on the 3 to 5 day time frame. The Red Cross and myself would work together, and they would come in and they would provide cots, they would provide meals for all the people. What they basically do require on a very minimum requirement level is a refrigerator in case someone has medication, and they would require handicap accessible facilities, which this building does meet all those standards. What questions do you have for me?
Question is, our building here is total electric. So if the grid goes down, we're no good. We are no good, and we cannot afford to put in a gas generator, and I will not put in a diesel generator. You gotta have a tank set and lines run underground into the building. We cannot afford none of this. We do have the kitchen back there. We do have a refrigerator and all that. All our bathrooms are handicap accessible. We are all one level here. We have no shower units here if somebody's here for 2 or 3 days. We have none of that. All we have is bathrooms. Far as if this does happen in here, the insurance, is our insurance covering them people? There's a Red Cross picking all that up. If this does happen.
Red Cross, I believe, does, because that should be included in the paperwork that I brought through your review tonight.
Because we'll have to check with our insurance company also. What else? Kelly, you have any questions?
And to address the
Yeah.
shower facility issue and Wi-Fi issue, or whether you have that or the lack thereof, as long as we have a handicap accessible facility, that's a benefit. And that's usable, because one of the examples I've given is, I have went around and I've gotten a shelter in just about every small town. I'm going to get one in Millhausen, I've got one in St. Paul, one in Westport, a couple in Greensburg. If one facility doesn't have power, great example was if Westport didn't have power, but Millhausen did, then there's the ability to have these different options within the county. So obviously, if it's not possible to use the facility because there's not a generator here and you don't have power, then it wouldn't be an option. But there's still the possibility it would. I'm trying to reach out to Clarksburg. I haven't a chance to go by there and speak with Christian Church and talk to them and see if their facility works.
I think here, does our Christian church have a generator? Are they total electric? No, they've got LP tanks sitting out there.
Yeah, I don't,
So I don't know. I know you guys have a generator over there.
The church does not have a generator.
They do not have a generator. Okay. So I know we don't, and we're, due to budget cuts and that, we just finally got our generator for our lift station down here because if something goes bad and the power grid goes down, we can still get rid of because we don't have a lagoon system. We pump everything to Batesville. And we also pump to the truck stop. Yeah, and if that goes down over there, they have to shut down just about. Unless they want to have Mr. Mazinga over there running a steady flow of the septic tank on it, or his big truck hauling it out. But Kelly, you have any questions, please?
No, the insurance here shows that the Red Cross repaired it. And that's what I was gonna ask about other small towns. What have they committed with at each of their towns? What's Millhouse and Westport committing?
So Westport is their community building is what they're allowing us to utilize, which does have a generator hookup. They are still working on getting a generator to that, which I understand is in the works from what I've heard from them. In Millhausen, the Knights of St. John is going to enable me to use that facility and have access to it.
Is that handicapped accessible there?
The basement is.
The basement is, okay. I can say, because that's 2-story there.
It is.
Okay.
And, yeah. One of the things that it does come up oftentimes with questions, is in a disaster, people sometimes will not go if they can't take their pets with them. So they say, okay, well, where can we put the pets? For example, in the Millhausen and the Knights of St. John, we were going to utilize the upstairs for that. All pets have to be crated. They're not allowed to just run free and all that. Here, I thought one of the options would be the garage.
The one out back there, not that building.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not heated, it's not cooled.
We got a light.
It's got lights, it's got electric, you had to put a couple of electric space heaters in, these little fridges, you could. But if you open the overhead doors, there'll be ventilation enough to keep them, they're not gonna be direct sunlight, direct heat. Again, like I say, it's for a fairly short amount of time and you'll move on. And then we can get that hose out, cleaned up.
Who's gonna man all this when it, just hope it doesn't happen, but if it does happen, who's gonna man all this?
So the Red Cross would.
The Red Cross.
They will have someone on site 24/7 for the duration of its, the time that it is an open shelter. The health department will also help out with any medical needs that might be there. And my office will, while I am usually in a disaster, I will not have time to be there 24/7, but we will be checking it periodically.
You're gonna have more than one area here, hopefully.
But have considered the large room.
No, I mean, not just this building, but are you gonna have Christian Church as one too, and the fire department as one?
Will not use the fire departments. I am not going to take away that resource. If there's already a disaster in the area, they need their room, they need their space, they need places to work and perform their functions. So I will not be looking at a fire department on that basis. You mentioned showers earlier. We can get a hold of what's called a shower truck, and we can actually get a hold of that and get that here for facilities. Because a lot of the facilities we have as shelters, they don't have that type of access. So that is an option that we can get a hold of to close that gap in our needs.
Gary?
And like any damage caused to the building, Red Cross covers the
Yes,
damage of somebody.
and that should be laid out, I believe, in the
Okay.
paperwork there.
Yeah.
If something was damaged, they would pay to have it.
I would say it's, okay, South Carolina Insurance, $1 million per occurrence.
Mike, can I have a phone number for you, please?
Sure, I'll get you one of my cards.
Right here. Anybody have any questions from the community?
Do we have to decide tonight?
No, we're not gonna decide tonight. Nope. We're
So
not
I
gonna-
think I need to review.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cause I got some other concerns, but I'll address them with you too.
So if you do have any further questions for me or my office, by all means, I will give them my
Okay.
contact information. Feel free to reach out or give me a call. I'll answer any of your questions. I know prior to coming here, it was expressed there may be a question regarding generators and access for a potential grant. Have any of you looked into a USDA rural community grant before?
The only thing we got with the USDA grant is on our sewer that we still own. Isn't that part of the USDA?
Yes, but that was a long.
Long time ago. We got 30 years to pay on that. We're down to 5 years, I think.
It's actually called USDA Rural Development.
Development,
Yes, rural development,
we will.
especially for small towns.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely check into
One concern I got too is
Sure.
everything would have to be grant money. We don't have extra money. Our budget has been cut and it's gonna get cut again. This is just the way things are going right now. And, as far as if, right now, just say a tornado hit tomorrow. Yeah, we could open the door and have people in here and stand if they had to, we can do that. But far as some of this other stuff that we, are talking about, it's, we just don't have it.
If they furnish the cots and the food and
Right.
whatever else, we're just basically providing electricity.
Right, and that's another thing, there's no expense to you. You don't have to pay for anything, they take care of the food, they take care of the bedding and all that.
And from what I looked through quickly here, it looks like they pay for cleanup afterwards.
They would clean up afterwards before, part of the demobilization before they would leave the facility.
Not changing the subject, we have a big problem with people that rent our big hall or this room here. They put a deposit down and 75% of the time,
Over the last 3 months, we've been,
we've kept the
2
deposit.
parties, we've kept,
We're not to clean things up.
but I mean, there's enough of us though that we can help out and. if there's-
And, people help out in that, but we're not gonna have the grunt of it all. What I'm saying is, it's,
The Red Cross would handle the brunt of it.
Yeah, as I read through this, I mean, it's covering security, even custodial services when you close the facility. So I think just give us a chance to talk about it together and discuss it. See if we have any other questions before we make a vote.
Sounds good, okay. And like I said, if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to
Okay.
reach out and give me a call and
Be careful
Alrighty.
about cord.
watch that cord there.
Thank you.
Right. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Tell Gary Hash I said hello.
I will.
Hey, Mike.
Tell him Jeff Shaw said hello, he'll know.
Jeff, you did, do the meeting and approve it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Need to make a motion to approve last month's meeting minutes. I need a motion.
Make a motion to approve.
Gary made a motion, and I'll
I
second
second
it. Kelly seconds it. So last month's meeting minutes are approved. Okay, anything else under patron comments for this? What do you guys think of this as a shelter?
Be all right, they don't pay the electric bill.
They will pay, from my understanding, this will go through it, because, we're stretched thin.
I mean, from what I've quickly read through, I've not found something they've skipped or missed, so.
Red Cross has been doing this a long time.
Yeah, I mean, and this gentleman, I understand, comes from Columbus.
Yes.
Yeah, he was the assistant EMA director at Columbus.
So I'm assuming he's been under fire with all the flooding they've had down there and stuff and relocating in the hospital and everything.
Yeah, he was on board when they had the fire at, what was the street? Skyburn Manor, where they had to displace
Yes,
all those, because of the gas leaking fire there. He also, EMA was involved in all that as well, so they have a little bit of local history. And that one, we ran, they only had people sheltered for about 2 days, they were able to get everybody relocated, and so it was pretty quick, but yeah, they've got some experience, Mike's got experience.
and I believe that's when they were using one of the churches,
I believe so.
At the
I
time.
don't swear to it, but I knew that one of the.
If I remember.
was set up, I want to say it was Christian Church, their
Yes.
auxiliary building there. I want to say it's what they use, but I don't know
Do-
that.
And he says cots and that for people, do they bring all those in? We don't have to store nothing.
No, they bring them for each emergency or whatever.
All they would do is contact me and say, hey, Andy, we got a problem. We need to use the building. Can you get down there, get it opened up, and we'll start setting up. And that's obviously what we have to do.
right?
And at the end of it, if they punch holes in the wall or whatever, it goes on their insurance. They get quotes, but then pay for all that stuff.
Well, that's good to hear, because Tina and I were both kind of like, where we gonna get costs, are we gonna have to?
No,
be here,
no, no.
No.
We don't have
provide
to-
anything. You don't have to provide anything other than the facility.
We don't have to supervise or nothing. They have somebody
That's
here to
good.
maintain all
The
that.
only- Again, the only thing that happens is that something would kick off, Mike would call me, and I'd have to come down and look, or get hold of you guys. That's it. That's all we do. In theory, I'm sure there's gonna be other things pop up, but they always will be. Those things you handle, those are small things that are local to each local location.
Well, and I wasn't too thrilled about the pet thing, but that's a good alternative out there.
Yeah, I totally couldn't be here.
Yeah.
I was like, no, we can't do that.
Yeah, that's,
So you can
They're
stay
probably
right
not
there.
They're probably not many pets in Newport, there ain't much room out there. They're probably not many pets that they would need room for.
Nate,
He already mentioned, what if the electric goes out, then it's useless, right?
Yeah, they have to move on. That's just part of it.
and,
But we're not the only one. Mill Housing will be the same boat, Hartford Christian Church will be the same boat. Yeah, everybody's gonna be in the same boat. They lose electricity or something. You have to figure out the next situation.
I've already been down that road once getting a generator. Yeah, I don't want to do it again. I'm sorry. It was that one where it was a headache. We had one person gonna do it and he subcontracted and this and all that. It was just one headache after another. Okay, next up is the patron comments, which he was part of that. True? The other thing is, this is the verbal agreement between the town of New Point and Jarlem and Petroleum Incorporated. That's the New Point BP.
You don't have to read out loud, we
Okay.
just want you to know that we got it signed for next year's contract. We have Mr. Gander's contract for next year, those will be on the
Yeah,
December
if you want to
things.
read them, there it is. And she'll bring the other one over too. Okay, Andy? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Did that, groundhog thing, did it die out?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know. There hasn't been a car over there for what, 2 weeks now?
At least.
But they paid their sewage bill.
I'm not driving, so I don't very well. So I
They
wouldn't
paid
know.
up through the end of the year to rent that from Walkie, I believe is what, I was told by, I would like to see the,
I thought maybe that new. Take it all.
I wish that
Gas
BP took it
station.
all,
Yeah.
but that's their, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. And Mr. Danders is the same price as this past year.
Good. He didn't try to raise us?
No. So,
Yeah, okay. Patron comments, we're done there. Sanitary sewer and liens, we released one lien and one lien still outstanding. 6 liens sent. We got one of them paid again, didn't we? The,
one lien is paid through the courthouse.
right.
One lien is still outstanding from the courthouse. But these are lien release the lien, yes. And one lien is still outstanding, yes. 6 lien letters were sent, and one has been paid in full, and the other was paid enough to go off the lien list. But anyway, they're, yeah.
One of them we got paid,
That's good.
was surprising to us, and the other one is still kind of hung up with the courthouse.
And it's kind of weird that it's the same people every
same
year.
ones over and
Or
over.
at least twice a year, the same people get liens filed against them, so.
Okay.
I got a question. What was you looking over her shoulder and reading the?
I don't even have anything on this page.
Okay, well, I'm just concerned, you're not a member of the board, you're not an employee of the town,
She knows,
okay?
she's not doing anything
I'm
wrong.
not doing anything wrong.
I have a real concern, you're a member of the community, yes. But when you're leaning over, looking, trying to read stuff, I have an issue with it.
It's a minute, script will be out next month
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, it's public meeting, she's.
That-
fine.
I understand
It's
that,
just the agenda.
I understand that,
Well, there's a lot of stuff I don't like what you do either,
you know?
but I keep my mouth shut.
Well, I don't,
Well, maybe I shouldn't then.
you know?
Okay, all right, let's move on here. So we got the lien letters and all that taken care of, right?
Yes.
Okay, last week, Mike Novak and Megan were down with the asset management plan where they measured, I don't know, they had the thing out measuring how much we had in sewer lines. And he had to know the size of the, whether there's 4-inch, 6-inch or something. I didn't know, I'd call Larry Bird. And Larry told him what was what.
Yeah, and Mike couldn't be here tonight, he's at Westport.
He's at
so-
Westport, they got bigger problems and
so
Do
he's
do
supposed
we
to
have the,
Send us
the blueprints for the sewer?
plan.
Okay, they are here.
supposedly, yeah, they're in it. Well, that's another thing I want to discuss here in a little bit. Here. That's something else.
Because, I mean, that would be one thing that Mike and whoever else, they could look at them prints and they would know what they're looking at.
Yeah, the print says the sewer line size, we have 4-inch and
Yeah,
4-inch and it goes base and 6-inch line.
Right.
but it'd be on
It's on
the schematics for the, yeah,
Yeah, it's on-
so, and they would know what they were looking at.
yeah, it has all the measurements on that print.
Okay.
I've been looking at it a lot lately, doing locates, 811 locates, and yeah, it's got a lot of stuff on there.
Okay.
Okay, they were here doing that for the day. As far as the sewer and that's about it. Any questions on the sewer and liens? Alleys, streets and roads,
Does Randy have anything?
oh, yep, you're up, Randy, sewer.
Yeah, and neither move that thing or something, because all I do is top your head, I'm sorry.
You can tell them about our adventure today. I'm about over it.
More truck stop issues, usual. I've been down there pulling the same pump 3 times in the last month, which is not, that's abnormal, it's not usual, you pulling. And every time it's the same stuff in it, rags, shirts, underwear, some kind of fabric. These nylon gloves.
The black ones, yeah.
Yeah, that's their worker. Using them as, we figured out today, I just don't know what's happening there, but besides all the trash in there, I had Mazingos pump it out the other week after I unclogged the pump, hoping that it would get all that stuff, the material out of there so it wouldn't get clogged again. 2 weeks later, it's clogged again. I think it's the older pump, probably, so maybe it's not as strong and maybe it gets hung up easier, but and it'd be wintertime, I'd rather not be out there once a week pulling this stuff. Me, I got with Jeff, we talked to the truck stop, trying to get them to do something. He said he's gonna contact their engineer and try to get something done, but we looked in this manhole that has a grate that goes over their sewer that comes out of the truck stop building. It's supposed to stop this stuff from happening. The grate's laying down, it's not even over the pipe where it's supposed to be. They're supposed to be checking that daily. Mr. Copeland said that their guy's been doing it and that he just pulled that down today to let water go through, which doesn't make sense because it has holes in it that big. That's for water to go through, so I don't know why you pull it down, but that makes sense of why that stuff's getting through. I'm not sure if they're actually checking every day or not, but anyway, then Mr. Copeland's supposed to contact the engineer and maybe make like a mesh basket or something that will be like a second thing for the water to pass through to stop this material from getting in, but hopefully he actually does that. But the concern would be this keeps happening. I mean, I can go out there and freeze and pull it. It takes me about an hour and a half. It ain't that big a deal, but it's gonna burn the pump up eventually. It's constantly keeps it's got a safety switch where when it gets hung up, it'll amp out at the control panel and it'll kick it out, so it won't burn up like right now. Over time, it's not good on it. I know that much. Hopefully, Mr. Copeland sticks to his word and gets on his guys to check that every day. Seriously, check it. The grate looks pretty good. The holes aren't as big as I thought. They've done some work on it.
They've
so-
cut it into that instead of all vertical,
Yeah.
they put horizontal in too, so the square holes are only,
Yeah.
but the problem is that filled up with water. So this guy goes out there, pulls it out of the way, drains the water off, doesn't clean that stuff off that grate and put it back. And it's,
Better if he pulls it before he cleans anything out, it all goes.
they're not doing what they were,
Right.
have been asked to do, and I need to call his boss, Mr. Copeland's boss, or whoever is in charge of TAs. He said he's got an engineer that on their other places that they own, that TA owns the place, where this line comes out and where it dumps into this big pipe that's over there in it. They've got a basket hanging there,
Yeah. That's what we-
and that's what we need to have, but it's gotta be curvatured along the roundness of that pipe that
Yeah.
it's sitting in. To see about getting that done, but I don't think we'd have that problem if they just got there every morning,
Yeah.
pull that grate, if anything's on, pull it. They got a bucket right there.
Yeah.
They've got a long,
Pitch.
it's like a pit, it's just got like a potato hose or something. And just clean it every day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's,
Maybe every shift.
Huh?
Might need to come to every shift.
I think just they clean it once a day, it'd be fine. It's,
Better than yank. If it's not in place, what good is it doing?
right,
Who knows how long it's been like that?
but we can sit here and gripe and complain about it until we're blue in the face, but until we're probably gonna have to put a amendment on their contract. But if they don't keep that clean, it burns that pump up every time. Cause it's in there, they have to pay for the pumps.
They should pay for the service call too. Yep.
Well, we're working on that yet. Anybody wanna guess what their sewer bill is a month?
Oh.
It's nobody's business, John.
It ain't, but
That's right.
I ain't afraid to knock.
Thousands.
It is.
That's-
It's where, it wasn't done kosher when this sewer system was first put in. You all know. It was not done kosher when the sewer system was first installed in New Point. They weren't paying enough on their bill, the town was eating, the town was paying it, that's why we were in the red. 'Cause I was sitting right there in the meeting down there at the old firehouse. And when I asked the question, how much water does that truck stop use? And the town clerk at that time said, well, this much, and I was sitting there, I said, is that a day, a week, or a month? When she said what it was, that engineer was sitting beside me from Binghamton Long and Neff, sat there and punched that stuff in his little pocket calculator, slammed his briefcase down. He was mad. So I don't know what happened after that. But anyway, it's turned around now. The sewer's doing good. If we can get this straightened out here and pray that that line that goes east past the Baptist church and down past Westerfelds,
Mhm.
make sure that thing holds, because sooner or later, we're gonna have to replace that. It's coming. That last job we had done, putting a sleeve on it, oh, that was fixed several years ago. Frida was board president. You might remember when that was done, but anyway, we're hoping it still lasts a while.
Everything's good at the main.
Yeah.
Oh, I think
We're doing good. Oh, that's the other thing. We had that, Generac generator serviced. Here at Nelco did it. Costs a lot of money. I mean, that oil's not cheap for those things. Then he had to check all the switches and make sure it's running that 15 minutes every Monday at noon until 12:15. So it does run. So it's,
$565.
yeah, for them to change the oil and check the switches but if it doesn't run, it's no good to us.
Is that an
Nope.
annual thing? It's like a yearly thing, isn't it?
It's a yearly thing, and we have it done here in November or December every year. We're gonna have that done.
You figure trip charge, an hourly charge and everything.
And this
I
guy
mean,
that does that,
nothing's cheap anymore. Actually, it's not really that bad. You said 165?
565.
Oh, 565.
This guy that does this stuff, he's pretty sharp. He's a young guy. He knows his stuff. But anyway, okay, Randy, anything else?
Nope.
I'll be talking to Gary and see what, we can work out to get that basket installed or something. Maybe we need to check that ourselves, like every third day, just pop that lid back there and take a look in there.
And these are-
And, maybe you could swing by there on your way home from work and just pop that lid and just take a look. You don't
They
have to touch nothing.
They got a manhole
Yeah.
tool over there.
Yeah, just pop that manhole, look in there, and if it's plugged up, just shut her up, and I'll call Mr. Copeland. There ain't no sense in this,
I'll swing by there right away, chance to look at it.
okay? 'Cause it's,
Maybe I could take a little Sharpie and mark the manhole, but make sure there's something open.
yeah, just mark it online, make sure you put it back, and don't send a boy to pull that manhole up.
No.
That things aren't like. Okay, that's the end of the sewer and sanitary liens, alleys, streets and roads. I don't think we have anything there, do we?
Yeah, I had a question. Andy, question.
Yep.
I noticed on 210, there's 120-mile-per-hour speed limit sign. And if you go over here and go around the curve, the 30.
Yeah, I saw that, I'm sorry, I'll get that.
No,
That's-
it's okay.
that's
I
okay.
just didn't know if we needed more than one.
No.
If we need more signs, we'll
No,
get it.
I
Okay.
have a review extra just to make sure,
Okay,
so we got it.
thank you.
I saw that the other day when I was plowing, I was like, oh, I forgot one.
No, I'm
Streets?
sorry, I just happened to go up there today and I thought,
Well, the
Snow
streets-
removal was very good,
yes, it was.
so thank you,
The next day,
very good.
a lot of you don't want to go to St. Paul because it's 5 days later before they get theirs.
Yeah, it was really good. I didn't have to go out. It was really good.
Okay, the old discussion of the railroad. They haven't made it here yet.
Imagine that.
Wow.
Slow boat from wherever they're coming from. All right, item 6 is waterways, wells, and vegetation. I think everything's looking pretty good. Is there any questions on that? Waterways, wells, and vegetation. The only thing I do know, they're supposed to be doing that water tower out here. And whenever they get that built, a new one,
Mhm.
and it's gonna be a big one. And they're going straight north, up 700, under the interstate, and to the other side. For whatever reason, I have no idea. I have no idea. Outbuildings and grounds. You caught up over there? No, while you're writing out. My
okay,
son lives over by Monrovia and they started on their data center. Let me tell you what, they're moving a hell of a lot of dirt over there. And it's
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Grounds, I'm good.
outbuildings and grounds. The only thing I got is Mr. Ison still has to come put our trim back up. And Mr. Gary, if we could get you, I think we got one light out on that light that lights up the flagpole. Is there two lights?
It's a double light,
Is
one's
that double light?
out, but it's not.
I have no idea. I just have to look at it.
Take a look at it.
Yes,
It's
And if
not-
you need a bulb or if we got one, fine. If not, if you get,
Yeah.
we can get,
It's not a necessity today, because we
Right.
have one.
Don't-
burn.
right.
wait, it's gonna get 45 here.
Yeah.
All right, outbuilding ground, anything else on the outbuildings grounds? Everything okay out there in the shed?
Yep,
Okay. Inside the building, I don't know of anything we need done, is there?
No, we did have, Walpies came in and did their service.
Yep, they changed all the filters,
Uh-huh,
and if you'll notice the new boxes on the thermostats,
yep.
they're that size on all of them.
Also, our insurance for the town sewage has been paid and the clerk treasurer bond has been paid.
Okay, you're taking care of the budgets and insurance here, yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right, okay. And inside the building, everything's, we don't have any rentals till Christmas, right?
Yes, we have one Saturday in here, and then we have, I think and then a couple two Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Rubel's and Trent's are in it.
Yeah.
And they're both, one takes the big room, one takes this one, and they get along real well with it, so
Yeah,
that's
it's all
good. It's all good there. Budget and insurance, the insurance is all taken care of, and the bonding for Tina is done, right, Stace?
Yes, she is bonded, my bond is not up. Her bond went up from like $100 over 300. It's crazy, everything is just going,
It's not,
it's just, I mean, the street lights now are over $300 a month, $319, something like that. Our Batesville sewer, I think she said the wastewater treatment plant went up about $500 this past month.
that's our bill to them, but we're fine, we're not having no raises for sewer.
I saw that they did replace that light by the lift station now.
Is it working now?
Yeah, LED.
I know it was, when the pump, it kind of sucked that down to where it
If we did
the
that
camera.
down there, I was like, it's right.
Wait a minute, Jeff, sorry about that when you said that. On number 4, about the alleys and streets and roads.
Yeah.
I did, 2 streetlights were repaired.
Right.
Gary, whenever I see the one on Wayne and Grace's corner,
It goes off and on.
Huh?
it's always been on. Is it out again?
Yeah, oh yeah, it just,
A lot of the roads, when I lived good work at 5:30, that corner was black.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get it taken care of.
I'm not complaining about that. I mean, I got plenty of light down there. I mean, everybody else.
Walpy's got it so damn lit up.
That's great. That's, no.
See if I
Like I
put a new
say,
This is what I could see.
Don hadn't said anything, so, nobody's complaining about it, so I ain't too
Yeah,
concerned.
both morning, Saturday and yesterday, that corner was black when I left the house.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take care of that. Okay.
Okay, we're up to number 10,
10, yeah,
permits and ordinances. On these ordinances, when we had our meeting in September 8th, that second Monday of September, shortly there or after, by state law, we have to leave that ring binder right there on top of that desk in there so everybody can look at it. Well, there's an ordinance been taken out of there and then it's disappeared. It has not been brought back in. Or it's not misplaced, because I went through that whole book. If you know anybody that has it, or who took it or whatever, just put it back,
or drop it in the Dropbox.
or drop it in the Dropbox.
I didn't think that was a thing, so anybody can access those?
Them things on that counter, and we have to make that to the public. If not, we gotta
Right.
we gotta hire somebody, to put it all on the internet, or on
Put it
Website.
online. But
Yeah.
does that just have to be available during office hours?
no, it's there all the
It's-
time.
Yeah, it's there all the time. But Yeah, during office hours. I mean, nobody else, like, they couldn't come in and look at it, they don't have a key to get the
If somebody
bill.
wants to come in and see it,
Right.
come up.
But what I'm saying, is it just sitting out in the hallway?
No, it's sitting
No,
there.
It's in the
It's
office,
not
okay.
in the office.
So-
But the thing of it is, the paper's gone, but the sleeve from where it was is still in the book.
The sleeve is there, but the paper's gone.
It's kind of interesting. My dad was telling me that, there was an ordinance with the truck stop that after 10 years, they take over the maintenance of it. That's why he'd kind of wash his hands of it. And now it's not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look and see and read through it. This one, I'm sure we got copies of
I
these,
included it.
but I just wish if whoever took it or whatever, just bring it back. It's,
Yeah. Or if somebody wants a copy, I mean, we'll make them a copy.
Yeah, the courthouse does not have it
of
recorded.
course, the house does not have it. I can dig through the archives and find the original. I just hate to go back and go through all the boxes. Well, it's,
And we have.
I'm upset with it. I'm upset that somebody would do this.
Violation.
Mhm.
So maybe the case is, we're gonna have to go hire somebody,
Yeah.
and they've got a lady at St. Paul who will come in and put all that stuff right on the website, so we don't have to worry about it. Might be a better case for it.
I can scan it all onto the.
Okay, we may have to do that.
It's taken me forever.
I thought nobody'd stoop that low, but I guess it happens. All right, that's permits and ordinances are done. Courthouse and lawyer, I haven't talked to that lawyer in I don't know how long. The courthouse. What we got going on at the courthouse, anything? Nothing, we're all good there?
Until that one lien that's outstanding, and it won't be till spring now, so.
Supposed to have been paid in the fall on property tax, but,
It was supposed to be paid in spring and got overlooked, that's supposed to be paid in fall, and we didn't pay it. So we just gotta wait till he pays it, and it'll be hopefully in the spring.
yeah, it's, anywho. Next up, vehicles, Andy, I see we got the Bobcat all taken care of, and the car goes in.
Car is in this month for oil change.
Okay.
Tire rotation, should be good on that. Bobcat's good. They didn't have to, they flipped the blade on it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna gain a little bit of time on the blade without having to put a new one on. It's gonna save a little bit of money. I don't know how long it's gonna last.
Okay.
And I need to pick up a skid saw.
Okay, just bring the bill in and have them give you a check.
So chip up that blade on the road. Does the road chip that blade
Oh, yeah.
pretty bad?
Oh, yeah, just choose them up.
Yeah.
The cutting blade on it goes across that bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
And then if I don't, forget to slow down the manhole coverage.
You get a
Got
jolt.
saw.
Yeah. Well, we used one for potatoes and we couldn't keep it without being beat up all the time. So I can only imagine a road
Yeah.
and snow.
The manhole coverage, really hard on it. I'll forget it. And then I've got it on the cage and I ripped her forever.
Tina was looking at the bill and she said something about a $60 bolt.
Probably.
What bolt is that?
I have no idea. I don't know what bolt. Now, again, we're using Millers, so.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's where we
It's
bought it.
original equipment and
Yeah.
it's,
Mhm.
that's the price they sell it.
It was $639, and if we pay it by December 12th, they'll take off 10%.
Yeah,
That's okay.
again,
That's good they offer that, yeah.
yeah.
Those parts, because I've went to Miller's many times and bought parts for ours and they're ridiculous. I mean,
Bobcat's crap.
Well, you would think with Tina's son working there, we might get a discount.
Yeah, we'll also probably have TDS will probably send us a bill because they took it in and brought it back to us.
Okay,
So probably, I don't know what Ryan's gonna do. He normally, I just said, bill town.
okay.
I would expect a bill coming in for the took it out or taking it in, taking it out.
That's okay. Well, we don't have nothing hauled in, so it's, let them do it. All right, vehicles, that's what we just went through. The fire department is too cold to do anything over there.
Yeah, we was out Thanksgiving Eve and Thanksgiving morning on a house fire. And, but things are still going, doing our monthly training, and like I say, Mr. Paxton, he passed all his firefighter 1 and 2 classes, and So he's doing well. Ordered him new turnout gear a couple weeks ago.
We got two to vote on, two new ones to vote on tomorrow.
So
That's good. That's
getting
good.
some younger blood.
You need that younger blood.
Mm-hmm,
It's been a long time before you get them.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Were any of those fires related to somebody deep frying turkey or something?
Do what?
You said 2 fires on Thanksgiving, was that somebody deep frying a turkey?
No, dryer vent.
Oh, wow, okay.
Mhm.
I
Yep.
lost my house.
I know.
Yep, went built up in a dryer.
Okay. Events, there's no events coming up except for whenever the church decides to have their,
February, I can't tell you.
okay, February sometime. But I do know the seniors play bingo in here. It's probably
The
coming up.
second Friday and the fourth Tuesday.
If you can figure that out.
That's
Yeah.
10.
It's good to see them in here.
For now.
It is.
So you're welcome, anybody's welcome to come play bingo if you want. Doesn't cost you anything. I think you have to bring a little prize thing.
Like can of Pringles.
Yeah, so a lot of times you see cans of Pringles or a can of whatever.
We probably should have done was took up a little collection and bought them some $10 gift certificates to the diner or something. They would appreciate that. Okay, events, we're done with that. Now we're down to item 16, the police.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Yeah, I don't use it. So the report's gonna look a little different. I don't know why. I apparently deleted off September and October's numbers. So I didn't open it up and type them in there. They weren't in there, so I'm gonna pull my report back up.
For staff, there's fine.
For the month of November, 5 stops, 3 citations, 2 warnings, 11 calls for the month. I forgot to mention on streets and roads, I concluded our LTAP submission at the end of November, so it's completed. The county did the PACER, best way, road survey for us that rates our roads. So they completed it, so we won't have to have that done again by the county for 2 years. The state is requiring some additional, not this year, but in 26, they'll be adding an additional paperwork requirement to us. I'm not sure what all it entails. I've seen it, but never sat down and studied how to fill it out yet and put in what we need to do. But it is done and complete on that end of things. So our roads are all inventoried and registered with the state, still good to go.
Okay.
So we know which roads we own. Do we own all of 850?
Looks like it, based on the map I saw.
See, because Jeremy Pazel didn't know how far
See, I
850 we
don't-
had.
Yeah, I don't know, because the east side of the road is the county, the west side's the towns. And it should split 50-50 at that point. But that's a conversation we're gonna have to sit down and have, because I don't know if everybody realizes from the county side that the east side of the road is not in the town of New Point.
East side of 850.
Yeah. Because typically what would happen, and we'd have to go check county ordinances on this, they would lay out how that is ruled on, or how that is to be looked at. There should be a county ordinance reflecting when it's property like that on both sides, county and town, on one side of each other, how they split the roads.
And the county used to always take care of 850 years ago. They
Yeah,
did. Then when Larry was board president, somehow the town either got it or assumed it or was given it or something. And I always thought that was kind of, should never took it.
when the town's on both sides of the road, it's really hard for the county
Right.
to dispute that. But they also, 200 Outler past, the dog food.
Yeah.
So they have us going all the way to 46 on that as well. And it should be a 50-50 again, because the south side of the road is in the county, north side of the road is in the city, for town.
You sure the south side's in?
As far as I know it is. last time I saw him at.
I thought that got annexed in town to where part of buildings in the Baptist church
No.
lives in town.
Down 46 it is. We never, who owns the south side down there? Gosh, darn it.
Tucker's?
Tucker, thank you. I didn't think we annexed in Tucker's, but I think we went down, straight down to 46, because that's where the sewer line was.
Okay.
So you may have to double check me on that, but the sewer line, you have to follow to be able to annex. The utility, you have to follow the utility, and it's so many feet on the other side of the utility to get to that property. So I don't think all Tucker's property's in there. Some of it maybe.
Okay.
So it's gonna be one of those ones when you sit down and have a conversation about.
I just seen let them take it. That way they can blacktop it.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those ones that if they wanna split it with us, that's great. 'Cause you already have the crews in to do it, and split it, and
Well, they gonna,
did 200 foot acre doing all
Right.
the rest of it down here. We did a big chunk of it because they were already in town.
I think the
Saves a
county,
lot of money.
county took care of mill houses. They threw some chip and seal down over there.
They did not take care of mill houses. They took care of the paperwork for mill houses.
Okay.
That is a community grant or something, one of the crossing grants.
That's how they got theirs blacktop?
Yep. Yeah, it was chip and seal. That's how you save their money.
I, for one, do not want chip and seal. I think it's just a Band-Aid.
The state cut the funding for 2026. Used to be about 300 million. So 92 counties are now gonna have to probably split 100 million. So that funding just went. So the chance of getting on one of those projects is gonna be pretty slow.
So the state legislator,
Cut over $200 million out of the
I
program.
hope everybody remembers all this.
Okay, so question in, when we get, the asset management plan done,
Mhm.
I was looking at, some paperwork online. And we have to have like a Title VI and an ADA compliance, we have to have a financial, letter, and there's like 5 or 6 other things we need to do in order to apply for these grants?
Could be.
Okay.
I don't know everything behind them all.
Okay.
I did talk to Todd up at the county, and we were too late to try to get on 2026's round. But he said he would help us because you have to have people that track the funding, track the receipts, turn them into the state. He said that he would help us with that, so we don't have to send me through all that training to do all that stuff, because I'm not certified to do any of it. So I have to go through the certifications to do it, to submit it, with no guarantee I'll even get it.
So who around here can do that?
Todd said that his guys would help, just like they did for Mill House.
Okay.
Okay, so January 31st, 26 is the deadline for the first round?
No, we'll have to have July of next year.
Okay.
We'll probably have to have it done. And I said, we're not gonna mill, we're gonna overlay, try to make it simple and sweet. We'll have to mill in connections. There'll be some, but we're not like gonna mill off 2 inches and
Well,
then try to come back in.
one advantage we have too is we have no sidewalks.
And I go to the ADA thing. Because we have sidewalks, they have to be ADA compliant,
We have none in this town.
which saves us, it'll be in NA.
Okay.
Now, we'll have to make sure this building, because it's part of your assets,
Right.
now that would have to be ADA compliant, which is probably, it was built to code, so 100 grand, so it should be ADA compliant.
Okay. Maybe sometime then, if you're in or around or something, we can look at those pictures and just kind of see what I pulled up. I mean, I was just grasping for straws to go with whatever else that we needed with the asset management plan, and then when you said something about the LTAP, what we needed to get everything else going.
Yeah, Well, number one, for us to be able to do a grant for the roads, we have to be in LTAP. That's step number one. So we're there, our roads are registered. We'll just have to see how we do.
Okay, good. Thank you for doing that.
Until we ever get the community crossing grant or grant money, you're gonna see patching, and
That's exactly what I put in my paperwork.
we've done that for how many years now? We would do one side street if we had the money for it, but it's, we had to fix some of them this way this time. And it's a lot better. It is a lot better. So I don't know,
Let's wait to see how the state comes up with money.
you gotta remember things.
That's all I got.
All righty. Anybody have anything else? Good, bads, I'll listen to anything, I don't care.
I'll meet with Adjourn.
Gary makes a motion to adjourn,
I second it.
and Kelly seconds it. Meeting is adjourned. We will see everybody in 2026.
Merry Christmas.
Just one other thing, if you have that copy of that thing, or know who has it, bring it back and put it in there. One thing I don't like, and I hate to call it, is a thief.
We have to send them over.
Is this something you need to keep, Jeff, or we need to keep, or whatever, or?
What is that?
It's,